What is going on, y'all? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good trading week. I'm not going to go over every single trade I took this week, but I do want to go over a few. Specifically, Thursday night Asia session for me. I feel like I made progress mentally in trading during this session because what happened was this. Early on in the session, right? And I think that I'm explaining all this to y'all because I think that this is something that y'all can learn from, especially if you are still trying to become profitable, right? I took my setup earlier on in the session, right? It was an IFVG like I've been trading, right? A boom, a higher high was made, and then we made a lower high, boom, looking for another higher high. Or a higher low, excuse me, looking for another to go up to a higher high. And we had the IFVG entry, boom. Not going to explain every single detail. If you guys want to see exactly how I trade, I have videos on my channel previously. Go check those out. But anyways, I took this trade, right? And it started to go into profit, and then it went into a stop loss. Perfectly fine. I didn't over leverage or anything like that, so I was still okay to take another trade for the session, right? Now, my trade presented itself again, and I took the trade. It almost went up to my TP1, but didn't quite. But it went high enough to where I hit my break-even point, and we started to get a lot of chop. If we're getting a lot of chop inside my trade, and even if we haven't hit the TP1 section, because TP1 is usually where I hit my break-even point, or I move my stop to break-even, but if there's a lot of chop and I'm just sitting in this trade for longer than I would like to, then I will go ahead and put my trade at break even and be okay with hitting that break even, right? So this trade ended up hitting break even. Boom. But guess what? It went up in profit, almost hit TB1, didn't hit the break even, but I'm happy I took the break even because guess what? We ended up being able to get another entry, and then that one went to a win. So I ended up making money on this in this session, and I took a loss, a break even, and a win, and I ended up making profit. So I was able to mentally be stable for 3 trades and be perfectly fine on the day. Instead of over leveraging either the first trade, the second trade, and if I would let the full stop hit on my second trade, then I would have been done for the day. Because if I take 2 losses, I'm pretty much done for the session no matter what. I do not really want to ever break that rule. I think that's a good rule to have for a lot of you guys, especially if you're intraday/day trading, scalping, whatever. You definitely want to. You don't really want to take more than 2 losses. It really depends on your risk. If you're risking like really, really low, then you might be able to take a lot more trades in a session, but I'm not one of those people. I'm not like hyper scalping, taking 15, 20 trades in a session. That is not me. I look usually 1, 2, 3 trades max in a session, and I'm done. But yeah, 2 losses and I'm out usually, but I took a loss and then I took the break even, and I still believed and was confident in my setup, so it happened. It presented itself again. Boom. Printed the W. So that is something that I think you guys can all learn from. And this goes back to not immediately hopping back in for revenge trades, over leveraging, over trading, right? If you're doing any of those, this session would have been cooked for me. I probably would have lost all my money right in this like chop right here, something like that, or maybe even right here. But instead, I just waited for my entries, entered, set my stop loss, moved it to break even when I needed to, boom, and was able to stay mentally clear throughout the session without going on tilt, which is really what we're all trying to avoid, right? But anyways, that is just a quick little lesson I wanted to go over. Now I want to go over my actual calendar in Lucid. We have my Lucid account set up right here. This is my dashboard. As you can see, I'm up $1,929. So I'm up a decent amount of dollars. I only need a little over $1,000 left to pass this challenge, and my consistency rate is within that range. Right now, I'm fine. If I was at 3,000 right now, I would pass because it gives a little bit of leniency on the 50%. But this was Friday, so this was that Thursday night trade. Asia starts the new day. So Thursday night, those trades that I just went over with you guys, I ended up making $232. But it really counted as Friday, right? And this is my dashboard for April, right? I got the challenge somewhere in here on this weekend, 18th and 19th, I believe, and then didn't take a trade Monday or Tuesday. Started that Wednesday off with a for $540 win, and then I took a loss on Friday, a win this week on Tuesday, a win on Wednesday, and then ended up Friday on a win. So right now, looking really good. Only had one losing day, and even then, it was less than my winning days. So that is really what you want to go after here, and that's why I wanted to go after go over my details here, because as you can see, you know, this was a little bit. This I believe was two losses, and that's why it's $340. Because I usually only risk. Maybe it wasn't two losses, but anyways, as you can see, my losses are so much lower than my wins, and that is really what you want to go for. So, yep, this is the account right now. I'm hoping to pass it this week. I'd love to know how your trading week is going, or just how your trading is going in general. But really looking forward to getting funded. I really like everything that I've dealt with Lucid so far. They seem really good. They have super fast payouts and like zero denials from what I've seen online. So yeah, this will be my first funded futures account. I've been funded in Forex before, but I recently switched over from Forex to futures. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then definitely go check out some of my other videos. I'd love for you to subscribe and follow along the journey. Like the video, support me in any way you can. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, that's this week, and stay tuned for more updates, psychology videos, whatever it may be. But we're winning, man, and I just got to stay level-headed mentally, and I think that we'll be able to come out on top, man, and finish this challenge, be funded, and then go on to start getting payouts. So excited for it. Would love for you guys to follow along the journey, and I hope you guys are doing great. Trade safe out there. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.